Our next guest has been to our studio several times. If you are a fan of the show or a regular viewer of the show, you have seen her beautiful face. Now we're excited to be in your space this morning. We are joined today. We are at Injury Florida Law with our friend Catherine Stone, who we've known for many years now. You are approaching, congratulations on 1 year of opening your own law firm.
We are. We've been in this location at 3310 Southwest Shore since June. Prior to that, I was basically working remotely, but the law firm has been in existence for, it will be a year October 1st, so we're very proud.
You have many years of experience, not to date you though before, but talk a little bit about it. I'm so excited to kind of see you in your element and see you in your space. There's a specific reason why you chose this location.
Correct. I specifically chose the location here for one of, I oftentimes represent individuals who've been injured, whether they've been injured on the job, whether they've been injured in an auto accident, a slip and fall accident, or they have a disability that they're seeking disability benefits from. And I found over the years of working that a lot of times clients either couldn't or didn't want to have to park really far away and then, walk or hobble in some instances or, use assistive devices to get into the law office. So I wanted to make sure that we found a location that they could literally get out their car door and walk right in the front door. And as you can see, we met that goal, so I'm very excited about that.
I'm not surprised to hear that's what you and your team are thinking about is, them first and what their needs are. I think you kind of treat your clients like family members and really want to make sure they're well taken care of every aspect.
Absolutely. From the way the office was designed to our operating program so that clients have access to their file whenever they want. They have access to their calendars. With regards to their case, we want to make sure that they have a complete transparency with their files and complete access to their files, because I think it's so important. And in this day and age with technology, it's really very easy to have that.
Yeah. Remind people of the different types of law that you practice and who is kind of your best client to come here.
Well, we represent those injured on the job, so workers' compensation, all aspects of workers' compensation. We also handle Social Security disability, so those individuals who have become disabled and are no longer able to work and have filed for disability benefits. Now, as I've talked before, that's a little different than Social Security retirement because you've reached a certain age and decided to retire, or you're on a need-based program such as supplemental income. But we handle the disability portion. And then personal injury, which encompasses everything from auto accidents to slip and fall accidents, dog bite cases, wrongful death cases, pretty much anything where someone else has been negligent and caused injuries, boating accidents, motorcycle accidents. So we really just try to have a small boutique firm here where we can help you. And oftentimes, which I've talked about before, is you can start with a workers' comp case and maybe you come in the door and I realize there might have been a negligence aspect that we can sue a possible third party, or if your injuries are severe enough and they keep you from going back to work, maybe it's time to discuss a Social Security disability claim.
How do you know when it's time to actually pick up the phone or come and see you and see a lawyer? Because as we've talked about before, it can be very stressful when you're going through that situation.
As soon as possible for many different reasons. I know how the system should flow from beginning to end. Not everyone does that, and you may make some choices or some decisions before I get involved that could have negative effects on your case. The other time, a lot of times we get calls is, and especially callers that have seen the show, is I will have said something and it would trigger, oh, that happens in my case. I would say if you have any doubts, especially if you get a lot of paperwork and you don't know how to fill out the paperwork, again, that's very important and can affect your case depending on how you answer in that paperwork. Or if you just have an uneasy feeling or you don't understand understand what an adjuster or someone is telling you about your case, then just pick up the phone and call us or email us or text us. We have a texting service too.
Well, and this is why we love you and why we love that you're a part of the show, because you can tell that's your passion and you're genuinely, you want people to call and answer those questions and be that source of help that I think people are so desperate for sometimes when they find themselves in this situation.
I mean, we've made sure that we have a 24/7 answering service. The phones are always on. There's always going to be a live person to answer your call. We have the ability to text directly to our system, and as well as obviously email us. And I just think it's very important, again, this day and age, they need to be able to contact you.
Well, thank you so much for allowing us to be here today. We're going to put all that info on our website so you can get a hold of Catherine, and we just appreciate you so much. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks for coming to my office.